Yo, what's up with y'all, man? I hope you're doing good. If you're new and you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to this channel. So let's get straight into it.
It's like it's Minute Maid, hijack 4, renegade, 24, number 8, Kobe shit fade away, ballin' since 11th grade, still in school, let them hate.
Before we get into this video, of course I couldn't make no video like this talking about foreign players without the best foreign guy in the league today, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, you already know what this is, man. You already know what the deal is. Go ahead and DM them and let them know that I sent you. I know you see these beautiful jerseys on my wall and this beautiful quality jersey on my chest. Do your thing. So as in the making of this video, the NBA lottery is less than 24 hours away. And that also means that the NBA draft itself isn't too far away either. So you already know that I'm about to hop in my bag and do my thing. It is draft season. So as you see from the title of this video, today we are talking about 4 international players who could be complete steals out of the 2019 NBA draft. Now today I specifically wanted to talk about players who play internationally, because a lot of people in America do not know what's going on that side of the world. And I of course expect most of you to know about the Zions, RJ Barretts, and Ja Morants of the world. Everyone talks about them, and for the most part we already know what they are all about. But on the other side of the world, most of us, not gonna lie, me too until a couple of days ago, do not know what the heck is going on over there and what type of tremendous talent is stashed up in Europe. Now, because they play overseas in Europe and do not receive much hype at all, they do not get a lot of looks, recognition, or attention whatsoever. Due to that, a lot of Euro players, year in and out, criminally fall much lower in the draft than they actually should. If Luka Doncic was a D1 college player in the United States of America, he would be the #1 or at worst #2 pick in last year's draft. If Kurucs, the wing from the Brooklyn Nets, played D1 ball here, he would be a first rounder instead of a mid-second. If Nikola Jokic, who was a second rounder as well, played D1 ball here, he would have been a lottery pick for sure. This is a never-ending cycle, and there are a few overseas guys this year who will get the exact same type of treatment as the rest, and they'll be passed up on, and eventually some of them will shock the scouts who decided to not go their direction and prove that they are one of the best out of their class. And today in this video, I feel like I may have found a few of them. Stay tuned. To kick things off, it's only right that I put the most well-known foreign prospect on the top of this list, Sekou Doumbouya. Now, Sekou is a 6'9", 230-pound wing with a 6'11" wingspan from France. Now, someone in the league that he gets a lot of comparisons to is, of course, the one and only Pascal Siakam. They are indeed similar-ish players, and due to Siakam's success and growth overall as a player, teams do not want to pass up on another guy who has so much potential built in from within. Now, Sekou is a project, and he is not someone who will go out and dominate from day one. He is far from that. He is someone though who could grow a lot if the opportunity and destination is right for him. Sekou just knows how to get to the rim, whether it's in transition or in the half-court set. His length gives him an unfair advantage over most of his defenders. Now, what really separates him from the rest of the other players of his archetype, I'm talking about the Nazir Littles of the world, is his passing vision and his potential as a shooter. Those two things can cause him to turn into a lethal weapon one day. Now, I remind you that this dude is only 18 years old, and development is what's gonna make or break him. If he goes to an organization that is known to not assist in players' growth over time, then all this talk about his potential is garbage. Sekou is a long-term project, a project though that could eventually turn into an A+. He is literally everything that one would want from their switchable stretch 4 in the NBA today. Next up is Goga Bitadze. Now, unlike Sekou, he isn't going to be a lottery pick. Goga Bitadze is a 6'11" center with a 7'2" wingspan who is probably, in my opinion, if not the best center, then second best center in the NBA draft. But as said, due to the lack of acknowledgement from many teams, he is going to fall out of the lottery and most likely be a mid-first round pick. Now look, okay, if you just like scan this man's appearance and his physique. Right off the bat, man, I ain't gonna lie, I thought this man was Alex Len 2.0. Those are the vibes that he gave me initially just based off of his appearance. But after digging deep, doing hella research and dissecting his game, I have came to a conclusion that this man right here, out of probably anyone on this list, is going to be looked at as a complete steal and could be viewed as one in just a year or two from now. Now let's get into his skill, okay? Earlier I said that this man looks like Alex Len, but once again that was just off of his appearance, okay? Don't get too triggered. But good thing for him is that his game screams otherwise. He is the most skilled center out of the rest of his peers. Goga is a great scorer on the block who can get his points within the flow of the game. His IQ, knowing when to shoot the ball, attack, and pass it out to either a cutter or a shooter on the arcs is just amazing. And he's also shown so much potential of becoming a shooter himself. For him, it's just a matter of time until he shoots more. Offensively, this man has legit zero glaring weaknesses. You can't play this man passively because he's too smart and isn't scared to play bully ball, and you can't sag off because he's a good shooter too. And doubling him would be quite dangerous because of the passing vision that he has equipped. Now, as an athlete is where many are worried about him as a prospect, but to me in reality I feel like he is a little better of an athlete than people give him credit for. He's not a super athlete like RJ and Zion and the rest of his peers. If he was, the entire league would be screwed, and that would not only enhance his offensive game, but defensively he would be a terror too. But he's not. He's not a mega athlete, and he's not gifted with so much athleticism. He's just a solid guy. But that does not stop him from making his presence known on defense. Not by any means is that side of the floor a weakness for him. He is the most well-rounded center in the draft, and that is not even up for a debate. And he is also one of the most safest picks out here. Now, I'm not over here saying that this man is going to be a star. I'm not too sure about that. But what I do know is that this man is going to be an extremely valuable player. To me, when I see him, when I watch him play, I hear an Al Horford type beat. Vids. Now, he has a 0 chance of being a first rounder. In a few years from now, he will probably be looked at as a steal because of how low he is going to fall and what he brings to the NBA today. Dude is a 6'8" wing who is a lefty sharpshooter who also has some creating capability to him. Now, just like Sekou, he is going to be a long-term project because of how frail he is. He would be abused if he was to be thrown in the league right now today. But trust me, 2-3 years from now, once this man is done developing his body and stuff like that, he is going to be looked at as one of those players. When I say one of those players, I mean one of those players who shouldn't have been picked as late. Last but certainly not least in this video is Luka Samanic. Luka is a 6'10", 210-pound Croatian stretch forward who is certainly not afraid to attack his defender off of the dribble if the opportunity is given. Low-key to me, I feel like if this man had better foot speed and athleticism, he'll be put at the small forward position, but he's not. So that is why he is going to be a 4 once he enters the league. To me, like I said, I feel like he's a small forward trapped in the power forward's body. And just based off of watching him play right now, I don't feel like it will take as long for him to develop compared to the rest of the guys like Sekou and Vids. And as said earlier, we're most likely looking at one of those guys who are going to be slept on and looked at in a few years from now as a complete steal. But this is the end of the video though, man. I really do appreciate you for taking time out of your day to come over here on my channel and to see what I have to talk about today. Now, before I go on, I know for a fact people are going to be at my neck. They always are when it comes to these type of videos because a lot of people feel like I leave out certain players who deserve to be on these type of lists. So this is the time where most of you give me your feedback. Go ahead, leave your little comments down below and tell me who I should have added onto this video. Joshua Obisi? I think that's the name. The 6'6" guard. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I was supposed to talk about him, but look at my eyes, dog. Like, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning right now. Little do you know, and I'm tired. But anyways, man, this is the end of the video. I really do appreciate you for taking time out of your day to come over here and watch me talk about basketball. Hopefully now you have an idea of some of the foreign guys to look out for and to really pay attention to on draft night. I know for a fact some of you guys are gonna be watching this once your team drafts one of these random dudes. And now you know a lot more about them. Make sure you leave a like, share, subscribe, and also leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. And Until then, I'll get right with you.
No way, no way. Remember back when I couldn't get a play. No home, I ain't have a place to stay. I got to work, made the surf free the way. Told my girl